Der Hus hautram Danganronpa an fangt nur Class Trial. Sag mal Leute, dich die Bat rot dir. Monokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then the ultimate martial artist emote. Locked room murder mystery.
What?
What the? Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive. For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. This is just plain creepy.
Well?
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put it in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? What? He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait!
Now then,
I can't
please
wait!
get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting
Don't
casual.
be mean!
Or I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. Oh, there you call me a murderer.
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough, because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. That person's here? That person is one of us? Oh, komm, schütz den Kaserne mit den Leuten.
Hey.
Standing around here isn't going to do any good, let's get going. How can you just stand here and say that you didn't do it without even breaking up? Oh, Quatsch. Das ist ja nur eine kleine Sache mit Martha. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way towards the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chill and fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. Gehen wir mal Leute. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower. And as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few, you must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class friend enter one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are you ready to begin? You know the drill, find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, deadly class trial. Yes. Save, blah blah blah. So. Set skills, Moon, Oma, super fit Skill Points, cool and composed. Nein, Mann. Also bestimmt immer die Melodious Voice, my handiwork. Ah ne, ohne mehr noch fair Skill Points. Wollen wir sowieso mehr Skills mehr, wenn das kann. Ey, Lummer Björke sind Skills immer keine. Fehlen halt noch ultra viel mehr, ja. Guck mal, jetzt denke alles über noch hin. Das dauert so. 21 Clues immer. Und Dat. Toko. Sakura sind schon keine schon passen. Sakura. Ariana. Also ich mangen Zocker da gefunden verkauft, so viel steht fast. Zwar du hast Rook as du Bishop as auch du Queen fehlt halt. Wie nennt den Partner mei? Bishop as du Leaf, was Pair das dann? Bishop. Das ist egal. Mir fehlt ein Button, ey, halt. Ich bin darüber an die Norisch hat geschrieben, hat dann. Ich meine, Socke der selber hat Norisch schon geschrieben. Fangen wir einfach aus. Also, May kann ich nicht machen. Ich kann halt überleben, du kannst. Halt kann alles passieren.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the result. If you can figure out who, then I'll punish everyone now.
We already know
Whoa! Deja vu.
the one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Ina seems really sure that one of those three is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that. So, die eischte Mini-Mission, make your arguments. Always accounts. Ich just gonna wish for trials.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
You wanna get help, influence gauge, focus gauge, give it control na my aim, silencer, fast forward argument, fire, select, concentrate. Stimmt. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying that?
And for the concentrate one. Yeah, the love
Because you
training.
all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
Und das schon, also ich mir alles
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Some concrete reason why Hina suspects those three specifically, I'm sure she's mentioned it before.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for
Einfach
saying so?
mal, ich wollte mal Auis Account mir genau gucken. Ich jetzt nicht.
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
No, that's wrong.
No, it's wrong.
Great.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
Can't disagree with Hina. There's a good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does it mean one of them did it? Mixed Phase from arguments? Okay. Ja, Bullet gibt's dann again. Warum nimmt einen Bullet? Okay. Pocket Trash.
The fact that Sakura wanted to
Guck
meet
mal,
with all
Pocket Trash
three
dann
of them.
kurz das sind immer so dumm durch Trials, kann ich gefühlt, wenn sich für das Gabis mehr. So, 3 zu dem Aktual. Small bit of garbage in the metal. We do all three of them.
There's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
Das stimmt, du kannst nicht so.
I didn't either.
Das ist auch fein.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
Du Lügenbaron! Bam!
No, that's
Das ist auch
wrong.
mal nicht alles hinhören.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can't be right, because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is... Sakura loved candy too much to share, nah. And Sakura got that candy. Was genau womit, lo? Ja, ich kann halt. Hiro got the candy from Hina, maybe? I mean, muss ja wohl. Yeah, I got my piece from Hina too. That's the ticket, and that's where the wrapper come from. When Hina gave me a piece at one time. Huh? What? One time? As if. Why would I ever give a moron like you any of my candy? Oh, you don't have to say it like that. Looks like I just embarrassed myself in front of anyone. No, this is dumb. Sakura loved candy too much to share, when Sakura got that candy.
I got it!
Well, Sakura was
I'm
Sakura
not sure
candy
about
again.
that, Hiro.
Oh, that's good.
Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all! I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was...
I got it!
No, voilà.
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense!
There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case... that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Make your arguments. Magazine dying message.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message!
Magazine dying message. On the magazine shelf, one magazine had been put back upside down. Inside this magazine, Toko's name had been written in blood. It is assumed that whoever wrote it used their finger to do so. Lausch mal, Moritz zu sehen.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Magazine shelf. Tucked away on the magazine.
When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
No think about it, Leon. He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body, but at that time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I mean, he was of Kyoko, Leon. Like
I can tell you exactly when I found
when
Ogre's body was discovered.
Gewonnen hat doch die. Nani? Oh shit. What's wrong? Did I say something weird? I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction there somewhere.
I can tell you exactly
when I found the dying.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying. It was only after the investigation had begun.
I mean, and stop. What does it have to do with it?
Shoot!
Sneaky dog poops.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell you when it was only after the investigation. I found the magazine tucked away on the when I pulled it out, I saw her.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I
can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell you when it was only after the I found the magazine tucked away
on the magazine shelf.
What is it?
Shoot!
Nehmen wir einfach, ist schon doch all aufgeballert.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
Cool. Ich hatte echt schon über die Bullet und stimmt. Mega Control. So, irgendwas wird gerade vergessen. Select, Truth, Pull, Concentrate, Open, Help, Silencer. Open handbook menu.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when it was only after the
investigation.
Wir schon die doch alle aufgebaut. Hä?
Shoot!
Hallo, ist schon bald tot, what?
I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly
when I found
when Ogre's body was discovered.
Mir schon doch all diese
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Steffen will fuck, because it's Jaffa tot. He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body, but at that time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I
found the dying.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem?
What I said makes total sense.
He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body. But at that time, where was the magazine? Theoretisch.
I can tell you exactly when I found
the dying.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away. When I pulled it out,
I saw.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when I
Found the dying.
when Ogre's body was discovered.
Risky. Nee, hä? Mir ist schon aber all aufgeballert. Okay, gehen Stunde fett gehen over. Fails. Hämischen. Don't irgendwas vergiss. Hä?
I refuse to give up yet.
I refuse to get up. Ja, no. Mir schon irgendwas an den Mechanics vergiss. Ich glaube aber direkt mal aufhören gewollt. Okay, da bist Gott sei Dank.
I can tell you exactly when I
That is
found
fine.
when Ogre's body was
Fine.
discovered.
And I can tell you
When I found the it was
only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away
on the map
Ja,
when I
das haben
pulled it
wir auch
out.
aufgeballert. Dann muss ich ja den angeguckt sind. Ich schon das. Bitte, ich hatte das aufgeschaut.
I
Hä?
can tell you exactly when I
Ah,
found
das
when
haben wir
Ogre's
so
body
mega
was
lange
discovered.
And I can tell you when it was
Only after the
Guckst du nicht noch?
Hat begonnen.
Shoot!
Ich finde das.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
Focus, Dodge, Concentration, Fast Forward, Weak Spots. Ah ja, schon Proof Bullet Flashback. Da drin, da war ich zu dumm. Ich muss ja
When Ogre's
X
body was discovered.
Ich muss X gedrückt
And I can tell you
When I found the it was
only after the investigation had begun.
Ja, warte, ich guck mal nach einfach kurz.
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you
exactly when I found when Ogre's
Warte,
body was
ich muss,
discovered.
And I can tell you when it was
Only after the investigation, I found the magazine
Mr. Phil.
tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out,
I saw.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Ich muss nur mal Magazin shelf draufballern.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying when Ogre's body was discovered.
There you go.
No,
Das ist dumm, Mann. Wenn ich mir keine Creme am Kopf hatte, dann wird das nicht passiert, Mann.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it. After we'd begun the investigation, and you weren't at the murder scene. So there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt. No, absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Nächste Aufgabe, the moment of truth. Help me, wie ging das nochmal? Lock on, reload, attack, fight truth bullet, select truth bullet, activate fever time.
Show me the proof.
During it, you will take damage tempo marker that indicates filling rim combos and tempo. Load. Fever time.
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right.
Ah, da
The
wäre ich schon
occult
wie
is
Vögel.
bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
Das wäre schon irgendwie gepackt.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? What he would have to do after writing the message, it doesn't make sense. Yeah man, das stimmt davon. Why didn't Hiro put blood on Sakura's finger to make it look... Those of it and I got it, it's just falsch. I just panicked, I didn't even think about that. You wouldn't have thought of that even if you didn't panic. Anyway, that's not the point I was trying to make. Hey, was ein Schlurumball dort? Hiro did something with the message, that doesn't make sense. Why the magazine was hidden?
I
ja,
got it!
stimmt. Okay, da gibt's ihn.
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Huh?
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Someone who wouldn't like what had been written, there's only one choice. I mean,
I got it!
Man oder gibt's denn?
It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So... what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but... okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. And I have to prove that. I mean, spannend aushalten immer mit dem Gift zu den Ball. Ob bis von Sakura voll auf den Kopf geschlagen hat, gekriegt hat, wer das hat sich auch halt noch bewegt oder so. Also das hat like Reaction gewesen, mir like war nicht doof. So.
I didn't want to, but...
Okay, was für ein Bullet zu mal da?
I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby. And I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once.
Powder.
Is that right?
Yellow powder. Yellow powder is found in this Kyoko's examination summary. Da kann man Blut. Dafür die Last Bullet.
Yeah,
Statues
just
of
once.
Sakura's body. Sakura was found dead, seated in a chair, slumping forward. Traces of blood were found around the mouth, presumably from when she woke. A gift, I guess.
After the first swing, the bottle shattered.
And
See? This Hiro really is the killer!
Hiro hit Sakura, that's for sure, but this doesn't matter. There's something that proves that the wound in her head.
I didn't want to, but
I did it. I
grabbed a Monokuma bottle from
the shelf and I
hit
hit
Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Just once.
After the
First swing, the bottle shattered
and
she went
limp.
See? Hiro really is the killer!
Hiro hit Sakura, that's for sure, but this doesn't matter. There's something that proves that.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby. And I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing,
the bottle and
she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hiro really is the killer!
I didn't want to, but I did it.
I grabbed a Monokuma and I
Hit Ogre from behind before
Ja,
she
der
could
Toten
do
ist okay,
anything.
mein Schluss
You
für
hit her
Brücken.
from behind.
And you only hit
Ich
her
meine,
once.
dass man
Yeah,
remembern,
just once.
alles fein.
After the first swing,
See? If Hero really is the killer!
Fangen sie eh nehmen. Das sind wir
I didn't
zwei
want to,
Orangen, ne?
I grabbed him on a Kuma and I hit Ogre from behind.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once.
Yeah,
Just once.
Aber was für falsch.
Shoot!
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby.
Was wird das mit Joker, ne, genau. Note 1.
and
I
I
hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit
What
her
the
from
fuck?
behind.
That's
Only
weird.
hit her once.
Eine Nonstein Mini
Yeah,
Just once.
Herzstück. So,
No, that's wrong.
nice.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Danke kurz ganz sehr googlen, während der kleine Cutscene. Per das the night, genau, Bishop was the Ladefehler und so weiter. The correlation between the Monokuma bottles. I feel like it's starting to become clear. The connection must be its object that the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding. Ja, weil King Figure fehlt. Ja, nee, der Fakt fehlt auch Queen. Ah, nee, Queen Figure fehlt. S. Wait, warte. Ah, ne, ich muss dauernd aufbauen, right? Chess. Nein. Yes. Chess piece.
Now I understand.
But the Knight hatten sie an Queen gefehlt.
That's it! The chess pieces! Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does Chaz have to do with anything?
Yeah, Shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No, it's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, then the bottle that was missing? I'm getting excited.
I got it!
And the button sweet the blow.
The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
Wasn't just a single broken bottle, and evidence that proves that is Kyoko and I figured it out before. Werden wieder gesagt. Ja, scheiße. Das nicht.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
Can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by some bowling aficionado. What? Sakura's. I mean, Sakura would know though, because she changed first attack. No, you're wrong. Yeah, the Monokuma bottle definitely broke when I hit her, but I only used 9 man, watch how many hits.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait, I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room, and I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. New element has been added to the volatile media active. Okay. Wait a second. Thoughts. Ich glaube so die nächste kann man mit der neuen Mechanik, aber Trial die nächste kann weiter, weil geht ein bisschen langsam. Ja, dann mach's für gucken. Nächstes kehren wir da weiter, überführen vielleicht den Mörder. Und ja, dann bis nächstes Mal.